What else can we talk about besides wrestling today? You're taking a lot of heat on the biscuits and gravy controversy there, fella.
Give me a break.
No. You have been suitably chastened over and over on Twitter here over the past couple of days for your incredible revelation that amongst the other foodstuffs that you have been shortchanged on all your life and have shortchanged yourself on, you have never had biscuits and gravy for breakfast. And people are scoff laughing and making mockery of you all across the social interwebs.
Let me say something. Even during Thanksgiving, where I enjoy a big hearty meal, I've never been big on the gravy. Now, with that said, I'm picturing that gravy for breakfast. I had no idea until I saw a few pictures that were sent in on Twitter just how disgusting the gravy you're talking about is.
No.
It looks like some bootleg clam chowder shit.
Oh.
I wanted to vomit.
No, you knucklehead, you knuckle of head. You were thinking like turkey gravy or beef gravy over biscuits. Is that what you were thinking? But instead,
it was a better option than what I saw.
No, that would be disgusting because that's just against God's natural law. But sausage gravy is the perfect condiment for breakfast. You take that grease from where you've cooked your sausage, and it's got the bits of sausage in it. And then you put in the flour and you put in the milk and you fucking stir it up and you put in the pepper and you do all the things and it becomes a thick, white, creamy bouquet of goodness from heaven, nectar of the gods that you pour in a steaming fashion all over those big old cat's head biscuits. You know why they call them cat's head biscuits, Brian Lass? Because they're big as a cat's head. And they're all buttermilky and flaky and filled with goodness. And you crack those open and you pour the gravy on top of that. And with some eggs and some bacon and the sausage, obviously, on the side, well, there's your breakfast. I'm astonished at you.
I don't know what to say. I saw pictures. It looked disgusting.
Nobody's taking your side.
I would never. I saw a few people.
People are saying, have you never been to Cracker Barrel?
No, I don't go to Cracker Barrel, and I don't go there for breakfast. The last time I went to one was with Dennis Carluzzo in like 1999.
There's a Cracker Barrel up there in New Jersey. I saw it on my way up there a few years ago.
That's probably the one I went to.
Outpost of a beacon of light in a sea of northeastern chicanery. But you should go there and get, you know what you need to get? You need to get at Cracker Barrel, because they have improved this, as a matter of fact. The last time I was there before all the shit started with the pandemic, it was an even larger portion. I could barely finish it, but you get the fried chicken. The fried chicken is, of course,
what the hell does that even mean?
Well, see, they have chicken fried steak, which a lot of people like at Cracker Barrel, which is, of course, the fried steak. You got a piece of beef, and you've breaded it and you've fried it. But the fried chicken is a boneless, giant white meat breast of chicken, deep fried, and put on the plate. And then they put their sausage gravy at Cracker Barrel all over the top of that, the fried chicken. You get that with a couple of fried eggs on the side, and order a bacon and a double order of their hash brown casserole that is just so good. And there's either a breakfast or a lunch or a brunch. And I've eaten it for dinner. It's good all different times of the day. And you can do that right there in New Jersey without even have to come down here to civilization to experience this. Just go to Cracker Barrel.
Why would I go to Cracker Barrel when I can go to IHOP, a real breakfast place? I've never driven past a Cracker Barrel and said, oh, that looks like a great place for breakfast.
Are you kidding? Oh, my God. IHOP. You know, the only time I used to go to IHOP on a regular occasion was when I knew that one-legged waitress that worked there.
I'll pause for the laughter that the listeners are clearly having to that joke.
Keep pausing. Anyway, so you're taking a lot of heat. The people on Twitter are overwhelmingly on my side and saying, what's the matter with you about the whole biscuit thing and the gravy thing?
Listen, I may do, after the pandemic's over, a Brian Lass food tour where people could pay me a ridiculous sum of money and I'll rent a bus, and I'll put them in the bus, and I'll take them to get good pizza and good breakfast. We'll start with the breakfast, although you can always have pizza for breakfast. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You've never had pizza for breakfast?
Not unless I was still up from the night before.
You've never woken up after a night of pizza and said, I still got some slices in the fridge. I'm going to heat them back up.
No, there's two things wrong with that. One, eating pizza first thing in the morning, and two, the idea that I would have any pizza left over.
I don't even know what to say right now. You're the kind of guy that microwaves a slice.
What? No. You do not microwave pizza. It gets soggy and all fucking spongy.
I agree.
But, well, you've got barely anything to heat up there because you have no meat on top of it. It's just bread and
it's just
cheese
good pizza.
And some sauce.
It's just good pizza. If you had first-class pizza in Kentucky, you'd understand.
Oh, I don't know. See, now you're trying to swerve these people's mind around and you're trying to switch the issue. When I've defeated you in a number of cases on pizza alone, but on this breakfast thing, you're firmly behind. You're bringing up the tail of this thing.
Multiple people, and just the last couple of weeks, I've said, you're right. If you have pizza that's made well, that's really good, you don't need any of these bullshit toppings.
See, you're back on the pizza where you had just a modicum of support, but you have had literally no support.
I've had some support.
And you're switching it all around.
That's not true.
Don't try to swerve these people around. We know better. You're a deprived Yankee who doesn't know how to eat.
It looked like clam chowder on bread. It was the most disgusting looking thing I've ever seen.
You didn't know what a hot brown was.
No, I'm not in St. Louis. Or
That's
Louisville,
not,
or whatever.
No, hey, I'll slap you over here. You know what? But I'll tell you one
Travis
thing.
Heckel's always telling me, he's like, I got to get a Big Red. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Big Red Reese? What is a Big Red?
They don't have Big Red up there?
I've never seen that in a store. When he first started telling me about it, I thought he was talking about Big Red Reese. Because the first time I heard about it was you talking about Lawler's restaurant. I had to get the Big Red. I'm like, oh, Lawler's naming things on his menu after
he
Memphis
did.
wrestlers.
He did. That was now you're just all fucked up now because at Lawler's restaurant the Big Red was named after Big Red Reese. It was a big giant because Big Red was 400 pounds. The Big Red's a big giant platter of everything in sight. But a Big Red in Travis Bickle's usage is a soft drink. The Big Red. I don't drink them because I don't drink anything besides Sprite Zero. Hold on here. Very good. But
disgusting.
It's a well-known soft drink, a Big Red. What do you people have up there? For heaven's sake. And I know you're shorted on Waffle Houses.
That's a good thing. We have IHOP.
No, but that's not even the same thing.
You're right. It's better.
How do you know that there's a severe emergency going on if you don't have a Waffle House?
What?
You know about the Waffle House fucking... the people in Georgia where the most Waffle Houses are located, actually, this is a state thing. They know that if there's a goddamn hurricane or a tornado or some type of horrible natural disaster or a horrible ice storm, they report if the Waffle House closes, then it's bad and people stay home because Waffle Houses never close. I don't even know if they got locks on the doors. But if a Waffle House closes, it makes the news down south. That's how you know when the shit's bad and don't leave your homes. Waffle House is closed.
How did we get on this again?
Because you're trying to deflect and defer and fade the heat off of yourself for your breakfast.
No, I'm not. You're all wrong.
Which have been shot down and have come down in flames.
I own my comments. You're all completely incorrect about your thoughts of what is an acceptable breakfast.
Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. After a good breakfast of fried eggs and biscuits and sausage gravy and egg and bacon and all these things and some good old preserves afterwards, the best thing to do afterwards, you know what that is, Brian. Eat your athletic greens. We're going to talk about this right now because
drink them.
Or drink them. You can even drink them is even faster than eating them because, after all, they are liquid. But the folks at Athletic Greens have developed a complex blend of 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients that address the 4 pillars of health: energy, recovery, gut health, and immune support. And especially in these trying times, we all need our immune system. Folks, from the vitamin C, the zinc citrate, the digestive enzymes, the probiotics, Athletic Greens is an easy all-in-one solution to help your body meet its nutritional needs. And we've talked about Brian not having to make a mess when he does the juicing. Well, I never juiced myself. Actually, I juiced myself a few times in a wrestling ring, but I never juiced myself. Stacy does the juicing, but there's no mess and no procedure with this. You just shake it up in the shaker by mixing some water to the powder. Boom. No mess, no cleanup. And also, as we've mentioned on the program here before, it does help keep you somewhat regular. And it just falls right out. Folks, anyway, when you try Athletic Greens through my podcast, they're also going to give you up to a year's supply of the vitamin D3/K2, the extra additive to make sure you got plenty of vitamin D to help the immune system. It combines the essential D3 and K2 ingredients, nutrients to help support the heart, immune system, and respiratory system, or repertory system. A repertory company, such as on Wednesday nights on TNT. Anyway, whether you're looking to boost your energy levels, support your immune system, or address gut health, now's the perfect time to try Athletic Greens for yourself. Go to athleticgreens.com/JCE to claim my special offer today and receive the free D3K2 Wellness Bundle with your first purchase. That's up to a 1-year supply of vitamin D as an added value when you try the delicious, comprehensive daily all-in-one drink. athleticgreens.com/JCE. And that's what you need on top of your, you need something to help your immune system because you're obviously not getting the proper nutrition, Brian, without biscuits. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't have anything to worry about. Every single morning I drink my Athletic Greens, and actually, since you were doing the spot, you reminded me I have my D3K2 dropper right here. I just took a couple drops of this, and I just put it down nicely.
Don't mix it up with that stuff you got outdoors at the Dead Show.
No. Someone asked me the other day if Vince McMahon was a deadhead. Is that why the Big Boss Man was named the Big Boss Man? I said, no. The Jimmy Reed song, and obviously Elvis did a version of that. And I said, if he was a deadhead, Charlie Fulton would have been repackaged as Cosmic Charlie at some point.
Well, but it's not. It's not a I don't know where sometimes these people hear these rumors going around. It's not a stretch that a Southern prison guard would be called the Boss Man, because that's kind of the fucking deal. Permission to pass by, boss. Whatever. Apparently, none of these people have ever been on a Georgia chain gang. Brian, have you ever been inside a Turkish prison?
Yeah, you've used that joke a few times lately. You're a big fan of airplanes.
I'm a big fan of Turkish prisons. Nevertheless,